Zwane is not the problem at Kaizer Chiefs. Zwane is a symptom of the problem with Kaizer Chiefs. The problem with Kaizer Chiefs is that we are so stuck with doing the easy thing. We're so stuck with doing the easy thing and trying to shortcut our way back into success. It's very simple. You can see it in every facet of the team. It's easy to take your assistant coach and make him coach, even though it's his first job. That's easy. Is it the move that takes you forward? No. Is it what should be the next move? No. It's easy. It's very easy to look at Mamelodi Sundowns' success and go, who are the players that were very good at that time for Sundowns? Oh, Billiard, Dolly, Castro, CBD. Let's go get CBD. Not take into account that they're older. They're not the same players. Sundowns got them at their peak. Sundowns actually have a style of play that suits them. That doesn't matter. But it's easy. We need a technical director. Are we going to go look for one that's got experience, that has done some stuff? No. We're going to go get Umulifenzeki, who the last thing you remember of him was him struggling at Bafana Bafana. Is he the same Ntseki, pre-Bafana Bafana, who was finding all of those gems at youth level? No. But it's an easy signing. And you can explain it hamnati, saying that no, he was a Bafana Bafana coach. You can explain Dolly easily by saying no, he was part of a dominant Sundowns team. Look, even before Arthur, why did Stuart Baxter come back? Because it's easy. Oh no, he was a coach that took us to the title. Our most successful coach in the last 10, 15 years. Where was he? He was coaching in India. How many of you have watched the Indian Premier League, if it's even called that? How many of you can point to that? But easy. He was going to be willing to come. It wasn't going to be a problem. It wasn't going to be a fight. Oh, look at Middendorp. Had some success at Kaizer Chiefs a long time ago. Has been very, very sketchy at Maritzburg, Celtic. He's jumped around the league. Hasn't done much special. But you know what it was? Easy. Gone are the days. Gone are the days when Kaizer Chiefs, for all of their faults, would go to Romania, Serbia, wherever, and bring us back winning coaches. The next. I'm going to say that word a lot. The next. Look at the players we're getting from development. You guys are telling me that these guys need time. No fault on them. But would they have come into the first team of Kaizer Chiefs 20 years ago? 25 years ago? Probably not. They were very good at finding what? The next. Finished articles. Chiefs wasn't a place where you're going to learn how to be a technical director, where you're going to learn to be a sporting director. Kio Kaizer Junior. He's got his MBA sharp. He's been in the family business sharp. But is he there on merit? Is he the next that we're looking at? But it's easy. You have to have ambition. You have to have a vision. And then you have to back up that vision. And that is very hard. It's very hard to scout earnestly and find players to come in and play for your team. It's very hard, who are going to be ready. It's very hard to stick to a style of play. Even through adversity, it's very hard. What is Chiefs' style of play? It's very hard to find a coach that's going to fit into your team. Very hard. And in the league as a whole, there really is only one team that's taking that responsibility seriously. That's taking their fans, that's taking their position, that's taking their ambitions as seriously. And we're asking for time. The players need time, the coach needs time, the technical director needs time, the club needs time. Do you know why? It's hard to find your next. And when you shortcut using old memos that, yes, worked at another time, when you shortcut, it's not going to work out and you're going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt your club more. Say what you will about Motsepe. Say what you will. He went through coach after coach, player after player. Behind the scenes staff, so many of them, to get to where they are now. And that was a commitment that he made to finding the next. When Dolly was coming back, were they clamoring to try get him back to Sundowns? No. When Billiat was about to leave Sundowns, were they clamoring to try keep him? No. Castro? No. Do you know why? They were focused on the next. We've been stuck. There's a reason why Bernard Parker was at the club for 10 seasons. For Ukatsande was at the club for 10 seasons. Ukune was at the club for 10 seasons. Look at Kune's progression. When Brian Baloyi left, do you know what happened? We had the next. Rowan Fernandez. When Rowan Fernandez left, we had the next. Utumele Nkune. Then we paused. And then we were stuck with a lot of players who were meant to be moved on a long time ago. But you know what's easy? Let's extend Parker. Hey, you know what's easy? Let's extend Ukune. Let's extend Matoho. Let's extend Katsande because it's easy. We're stuck because we make easy decisions and not decisions that are going to move the club forward. So it's no surprise that we're looking exactly like a lot of the other clubs in the league. It's not a surprise we're watching average players playing on the pitch. It's not a surprise. Because why? Ease. We've chosen the easy choice. The club needs to find its next. The club needs to evolve. The club needs to make a decision to want to do those things. Who's going to hold these people accountable? We're waiting for the family to wake up. You know, at some point you would have thought that after all these years of Sundowns' dominance, just sheer utter dominance, somebody would be embarrassed. Somebody would have some pride. After years and years and years of going trophyless, you'd imagine that somebody would be embarrassed. That somebody will have some pride. That somebody uzobanjwa amahloni. No, we're not seeing that. They talk. And it's easy. It's easy. It's easy to point to what these guys have done before. Look at Abomanyam, for example. We pointed to what they've done before. We're pointing at what they've done before. But we're not saying, are these guys the same players? Are these guys going to move us forward? Are these guys going to help the cause? I don't see it. So, again, Arthur is not the problem. He has to hold his bag. Everybody must hold their bag. Everybody must hold their shortcomings. We're seeing a lot of his shortcomings. But it's to be expected. But he's not the problem. Unseki is not the problem. Geraldsbergo is not the problem. The club, the leadership is the problem. You're not always going to get things right. But the Chiefs that I knew understood that they needed to do a lot very well at a high level, and they were committed to us. And they did it. Our development was one of the top in the world, rivaling Bola Masia. Same with Pirates. Our coaches won at least one trophy every season. We had a long string. I think Vermezovic broke it. Our players, even if they weren't perfect, they fit what the team was trying to do. We knew what we were watching. We knew what they were expected to do, and they did it. The next. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to find. Stop copying memos from 5 years ago. Stop copying moves from 5 years ago. There's a reason why Sundowns is top. When Patrice Motsepe said that he wants to be the top team in Africa, that he wants to go to the Club World Cup, that he wants to do all these things, he backed it up. And now they've got the structures. They've got the coaching. They've got the players. They've got all of those things because he stuck with it. He had the will to do it. He had the pride. He had the ambition. He had the vision. You cannot tell me with the moves that we've made at Kaizer Chiefs that we are committed to winning the league. We're committed to being the top. We're committed to getting the star. I don't think so. Chiefs is the problem at Chiefs. Management is the problem at Chiefs. Leadership is the problem at Chiefs. And I think ever since Ubab Kaizer stepped aside, there's no one to hold people accountable. Well, not step aside, but he's not as active. There's no one to hold them accountable. Who are you? Who's going to fire Bobby? Who's going to sit Bobby down? Who's going to sit Kaizer Jr. down? Jessica? Who's going to sit them down? We couldn't. There were memos sent, not adhered to. So who's going to do that? Stop doing the easy. If anybody from the club is listening, stop doing the easy. Start doing the effective. Start doing growth. Start moving in a direction. Stop compromising. Stop copying. And if you are going to copy current. Don't copy from 5 years ago. We're committed to you as fans, but hey, it's getting very tough. Find the next.